Cam Weiland. Agents agree. The single most important factor in getting them to pay attention to your work is a strong, unique, and personality-heavy narrative voice. You can think of voice as sort of like your book's unique fingerprint. If your book were a band, this is the unique sound that would make it recognizable. So if narrative voice is so important, how do you go about creating one? Voice is much debated and much misunderstood. Too often our definitions of it end up being nebulous and airy-fairy. When it comes to the author's voice, this is more or less true. The style we develop over the years isn't something that we're necessarily conscious of to any great degree. When it comes to our characters' narrative voices, however, that's something else again. What I'm talking about isn't necessarily about finding your unique voice as an author, although that will come as a result. What I'm talking about is finding your characters' voices. You can understand a character perfectly in your mind and in your outline, but when you actually start putting him down on the page, his personality, and thus his voice, can prove elusive. So how do you go about correcting this? Unfortunately, there's no quickie answer to this. Experience is the best teacher, and the only way to gain experience is to experiment. So before you ever start that first draft, just rip off a bunch of practice scenes. Write about every possible POV character. Write them happy, write them sad, write them in third person, write them in first. Write a throwaway scene in which you don't have to worry about plot or pacing or any of that, and just dig down under the surface of these characters until, bammo, you find the unique sound that brings them to life on the page.